Alright, I'm about to make some eggs. Start a little bit of butter. Gonna make some eggs, and we're putting honey and cinnamon on it. I swear that sounds disgusting, but it is delicious. The eggs here. Um, we typically don't get fancy eggs. This just was at Target. That's pretty much all they had was these stupid fancy eggs. So, all right. I will say those fancy eggs have a beautiful, beautiful yolk there. Doing this with one hand here. No, we did not need to break the yolk. That is a complete failure there. That's why I'm not a chef, guys. We'll just do 5. I'm supposed to be able to do that just one-handed. I'm struggling. Struggle bus. So we got the eggs there. That is done. Happy eggs. Let these cook. I may scramble that one. So I'm cooking some eggs, and then people are gonna hate me because I'm putting honey and cinnamon on there. And that is the move, I swear. Just some honey and cinnamon on top of your eggs. It sounds disgusting. And then this egg right here, I'm probably just gonna scramble. That one there, we'll scramble up. Turn that down a little bit so we can season what we're doing here. Just gonna throw a little bit of pepper. I don't think I've opened this yet, so yeah, I know. People say they hate it, but you throw some cinnamon and some honey. I swear, it's delicious. Like people sleep on it, but I swear it is one of the most delicious things. So for the scrambled egg, and again, the scrambled egg was because this was a mistake. This pan also is really good. I'm not sure. Oh, that looks disgusting. We haven't even made anything yet. This is just tiny bit of egg. I don't know where that heat is coming from. Alright. So the scrambled egg is done. I'm also filming with one hand here, so means I'm cooking with one hand. Ooh, we have a little bit of a leak on that one as well. That's not ideal, but we should still be fine. We're going to separate these real quick because we still want some of the yolk whenever we flip these. We'll turn the heat back up for a second. Because if it's too low, we're never going to be able to flip. So, here we go. We're just going to flip that real quick. Flip that right on top. Quick flip. Quick flip. Let that go for a few seconds. Oh shoot. This is honestly just for one, so we want to make sure that the white's cooked, but we still have a little bit of, oh man, this is turning out just to be a complete failure on every part. We're gonna put this over here. I'm not used to cooking with just the one hand, and it is showing bad. Sort of like the challenge though. The one hand cooking challenge, unofficial. So you're gonna want to take the eggs out. And once we have the eggs, oh yeah, it was very little, not really even oil. It's pretty much just eggs with a little bit of butter. So there we go. So we're going to turn that off, and I'm gonna move the camera for the other stream that I have going here. Right there. Now we have just some regular eggs here. Those are just gonna stay scrambled. Next, a little bit of cinnamon. I swear, that sounds disgusting, but we're gonna throw some cinnamon on here. Just like that. So we got the cinnamon right here. And then once we get the cinnamon on, you want to make sure you have a good honey right there. And then you pour the honey on top of the eggs, just like that. So you have cinnamon, you have eggs. And I know you're thinking like, what the heck is this? But it's like a French toast without the toast part. Like, so if we get a fork and we go into this, you're going to be able to see. Yep, so we still have the yolk right there. So the yolk still looks good. This one for sure. We have the yolks coming out. And then, same for this one here. We still have the yolk. Not sure what you would call whatever this is. But cinnamon, honey. Then let's do a quick little taste test here. See, we cut off a piece with some honey on it. Delicious. So, highly recommend y'all try this, but gonna go ahead, call this a meal, and then I'm gonna eat this up. I swear, guys, I know y'all are throwing some hate on this, but this is delicious. It's just egg, honey, cinnamon, a lot of good foods for you right there, and it's not bad. Um, yeah. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm actually not stoned. Believe it or not, this is just a meal I willingly chose to make and eat. It's actually one of my favorite go-to meals right now. I swear that the honey mixed with the cinnamon makes it taste sort of like a French toast. This is slept on. Just a normal honey, normal cinnamon there. Thinking about making some beef as well. Not positive. Probably gonna make some tomorrow. But yeah, it looks a little bit odd, but just put some cinnamon, some honey on. Yeah, happy egg. Uh, can't go wrong, guys. Making some crepes wouldn't be bad. I'm telling you, yeah, some sweet eggs. You wouldn't expect it, but low key, they're delicious. And it mixes it up because if you just have regular, scrambled eggs every day, it gets pretty boring. I only got this because I was at Target when I went, and that was all they had. I typically just go to Walmart. I've never been to prison. A late night snack here. Thought I'd put y'all on one. I'll probably cook something else just to have meal prep. Just because we have some people on here, actually. That was delicious. Just cinnamon and honey. Tiny bit of butter so you could fry them up. I cook mine pretty slow. And then once they get ready to flip, just flip them. Don't put any salt or pepper on them. I was going to, but for the sweet ones, I went ahead, only did honey and cinnamon. Was delicious. Let's see here. I need to cook this up. Let's see when the expiration date on this is. Am I blind? Oh, user freeze by the 31st of October, which is pretty much now. So, yeah, I'll go ahead, make this up, just meal prep it as well while we have this going. Ooh, get there, it's out of the way. Also, I'm typically a gun channel, so that's my 45 right there, Glock 45, and that's a Smith & Wesson bodyguard. Oh yeah, you can typically tell if it has that smell. I'm still not fully used to cooking with one hand, but we're done with the eggs. I'm just gonna cook a little bit of meat. My favorite gun of the collection, that's tough. Honestly, I still like all my Glocks. Like if it was just like an everyday carry, my Glock 43's my favorite everyday carry. But I just got the Glock 45, so I'm going to be testing it out, seeing how I like it for an everyday. And then there's, quite a few that I just like. I'm starting to really like Canic. I don't know why. Canic has been growing on my list. Yeah, I need to find a place to get some cheaper meat because meat is stinking expensive. We're not going to cook this very high either. I'm going to go ahead and put it on 4 or so. I'm going to rinse this off because it's got an egg on it there. Got the Glock 34. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Glock. honestly. That's one of the things I don't know, I started shooting on a Glock. I have a big shadow systems as well. I have the Shadow Systems DR920p, one of my go-to go-to setups. It's actually my first good gun. Oh, passed down from your grandpa. That's awesome. EBT money? I wish. I'll take any money over here. If you're offering, I'm taking. AK-47, nice. All right. Oh, we just made a meal where we just ate eggs with honey and cinnamon at the start of this, and I noticed this beef was about to go bad, so we're just cooking it up so we can meal prep it for later. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but I did just pick up my first Glock right there, the Glock 45. I have plenty of Glocks, but that's my first 45. It's supposed to be a mix between like the 17 and the 19. I absolutely love that guy. But right now, just cooking up some beef. Ricky says hi. How's it going, man? Oh, dude, if I had to cook with a gun, probably be a high point. One I don't care about. I had that high point in 10 mil, and I swear a lot of people like swear by that gun. I hated it. I mean, I was sort of sad that I hated it so much because I wanted to like it because it's a very affordable option. But there's affordable options out there that don't completely suck, and that high point 10 mil, it just jammed on me every 2 seconds. Don't fear the spice. You know, good call, good call. Let's find something. We'll use this right here, Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. Right there. Man, that high point, I took it apart, which taking the high point apart is stupid as well. Like they're just not fun to take apart, not fun to mess with. And then got it apart, cleaned it, and it still sucked. Like it was a 10 mil, so it may have been finicky on the ammo. I was buying some cheap ammo for it. But yeah, I don't know. It jammed quite a bit. Yeah, we'll say Canic. Whoever said Canic, I am becoming a big fan of them. Sort of a Glock homeboy, but Canic is Canic is sort of my next move, probably. The one I'm going to be buying the most of and using the most is, get a Canic and just roll with it. Not sure what the best Canic EDC is. Haven't really looked into them. I just know that they have some really good triggers, really good shooting guns. So don't mind that at all. I will try that potentially in a different video, but I probably just gonna cook this up right here. This is basically going to be white people taco. Yeah, this is meal prep. So this is, you don't really have food to eat. You just throw this into something, and then this is this meat was about to expire. So this is me just making sure I don't waste my beef. It's gonna expire tomorrow. Cook it up today, so I could eat it within the next 2 days. It's a pound, so I'll probably eat half of this tomorrow, and then half of this on Saturday. Or eat all of this on may eat all of this tomorrow, to be frank. It's probably good enough to at least season this a little bit. We got Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse seasoning. That should be good. Should be nice and seasoned now. And then we go back. Go ahead, turn the heat down, and just abuse this with a little bit of seasoning. So that's going to be our main seasoning right there. Is just some Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. And then it smells good. You can imagine buttery. A little bit of meat tenderizer. What else we got in here? we do not have many spices, to be honest. Maybe just like pepper. Yeah, this is just for some meal prep. The oh, dude, I'll embarrass all white people right now. This is my seasoning drawer, and it's salt, thyme. What do we have? Ground oregano, pepper, and then I might ibuprofen in here. Meat tenderizer, Italian seasoning. Yeah, it's pretty bare in here. So if you're making fun of white people's seasonings, you're right. Oh yeah, this is all Walmart, just easy come, easy go spices here. All right, we got that browned. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a to-go container. Meal prep this out as long as I can find. I think that should be big enough. Find a lid. Doing all of this with one hand. So Probably just throw some cheese on this and put it in a tortilla or something. Call it a day. Let me go look at some guns after this. I'll have to shut off the TikTok stream. One hand, getting this last little bit without wasting it is making me go insane. I'm sitting down the phone for a second. Okay. We lost a few people. That's okay. I'm gonna clean up after the live. You call the cops. Yeah, it's not for everyone. It's just ground beef. Yeah, dude. There is 200 people watching me make ground beef. That is a new age we live in, man. I also made some eggs. We had less people watching that. Grab a Mountain Dew. This is all off. I'm gonna come back and end this later. We're gonna end this right here. Only 13 people watching on TikTok. So, what was that? 2K views on the TikTok stream. Oh, estimated revenue this week, 1 penny off TikTok. Guys, if you're not on TikTok, what are you doing? Look how much money you could be making if you just get on TikTok. Yeah. So, consider that, guys. And I'm going to clean all this up once this cools down. Going to grab the dew here. Turn off the TV. Dude, yeah, dollars to be made. I'm not allowed to grab these because you're not allowed to do that on a YouTube live. But right there is my Glock 45. I haven't got to shoot that yet. Pretty excited to actually get that out and get that to the range. And then that is the, so that's a 9. And this one right here is actually going to be in a 380. We have a case here from Condition 1. Not a bad little case. The room's going to be pretty dark. This is a complete mess on the table here. Yeah, we got a few different things besides Glocks. A lot of them are out and about right now. And I didn't set this up. I wasn't going to be live streaming today. Speaking of not a Glock, but being basically a Glock. This is right here a Shadow Systems. So, DR920p. Open up the Mountain Dew. I just cut my nails, so y'all can't make fun of me for opening this up if I don't do it right. Well, a little bit of dew on the mat, and that's why we open it on the gun mat, because that's supposed to absorb oil. Should be able to absorb that just fine. That's probably my best EDC right now. That's the Glock 43 It's got that extended mag in there, so I mean it's fancy holster, quite a few extra mags. That's my go-to guy right now. If I'm just shooting at the range, can't go wrong with that right there. And then I do have a Canic. I'm not sure where it is right now. I have a TC9 with a few things on it. On the table here, I just have that's basically it's called the Grizzly. It's a clone of the Glock. This little guy right there is in 25 ACP. That's a pocket carry. There we have the Ruger. That's going to be the Mark IV and 22 long rifle. Great gun. We have an optic that I dropped the other day. I dropped that guy and it just shattered, which makes sense when you drop an optic. But yeah, and then we have a few different optics there. This is the Platypus, probably one of the more expensive guns that I own. Pretty cool little guy. The I appreciate it, man. But this is not the setup I would typically have if I was doing a gun talk. It's just, decided to cook. Still had some people in the live, and then decided to jump on. The Platypus, yeah, dude, it is fun. I'll zoom in a little bit. It's a 2011, so looks like a 1911, but it takes 9mm. So that's, they call them 2011s. And then it takes Glock mags, which is pretty cool. Probably the only reason I really wanted one was it was a 2011 that took Glock mags, and I have quite a few Glock mags laying around. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. And so I grabbed that. Have a massive metal gun box thing that I need to figure out how to use so we can start making some videos with it. EDC belt right there. Core essentials, not sure. Dude, I want to do that so bad. So they have a Platypus called Perry the. So it's a platypus that was called Perry the. So it's Perry the Platypus on their website. We already ate the eggs. I'm sorry, Tony. You came a little late for the eggs. This is now talking about guns. So we're back to the rifle. I forgot. I don't know how I didn't talk about the rifle. It's laying there. I guess it just blended into me, and I just didn't notice it. That's my hunting rifle. That's a 30-06. It's the Howa 1500. And hey, good night, Tony. Um, Bullets are gun eggs. That's so true. Put that on a t-shirt. Well, I'll buy it. But yeah, that's the 30-06 from Howa. And, it's the Howa 1500. And it's a good little hunting gun. Have, I think, a Viridian scope on there. One shot, one kill. Hey, good night, man. I'll see you later. So, gonna be hopefully taking that 30-06 out for, deer season next month. Grab me at least a doe. Give me some. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said good night, man. Don't hit me with that. All right, now I see what you're saying now. Okay, I won't see you later. Wink, wink. Dude, yeah. Mountain Dew. Been getting into these recently. The Diet Mountain Dew's pretty fire. But standing up, here's a little bit closer look of what we got here. Not talk about that Diet Mountain Dew. I bet, man. No, that's what I'm saying. 5 eggs and a Mountain Dew. That is the dinner of champs. Whoa, man, you're supposed to be asleep. Stop talking about how I drink my Mountain Dew. But yeah, I do spend pretty much all my money on guns and ammo, especially ammo. Ammo is way too freaking expensive. Been seeing some people putting me onto some reload sites where I bought some reloaded, but I'm probably about to buy most of my mass ammo reloaded. But I got this guy actually on a trade. If you put on gloves, I believe you, but TikTok or not TikTok, TikTok wouldn't let me do anything. Uh, YouTube, I touched one gun one time and they banned me for a week. So I'm just lucky to be able to go live again, to be honest. But that's my EDC right now, and that is the Glock 43X. And we have the little streamlight light on the top there, and then we have that metal mag from Shield Arms, and that's what I would recommend if anyone gets that is to get the 2 metal pack of for Shield Arms that could hold the 15, worth every penny. Up here we have some like tactical snacks. Those are pretty good. Gas mask, some food, and then med kits. Yeah, dude, Panic is doing a lot of really good things right now. I don't blame you at all for being a big fan of Canic. We're gonna show y'all some stuff I'm gonna be working on soon. I needed to have some ammo and some guns right there. I'm not allowed to touch them. So, and then same thing. Oh, that's where my Canic is. I wonder if they'll get on to me for opening a box that has a gun in it. The audio is tweaking. That's not good. Yeah, I have the Duria DY12 shotgun and a KSG, a single. Okay, I want to show y'all this while I secretly open a. Oh, it's good now. Okay, good. So this case is from Condition 1. You can see I have my ears there. I have a life card. You can't really see it there. 2 sets of ears, 3 sets of ears. Some glasses, a few mags. It has 3 slots, but that's where the Canic, where I said, oh, I don't know where my Canic is. It's in this box to get to the range. And that's from Condition 1. Just a hard case. Highly recommend, Condition 1. Great little setup just for, going to the range. And then up here, I have that'd be a pocket carry. That is the M&P Shield like 2.0 and 380. Really like that guy. And this guy I know nothing about besides it's Glock, and Glocks are awesome. Glock 45. So it's got the handle pretty much of the Glock 17, but the slide of a Glock 19. So sort of a baby of the Glock, 17 and 19. Yeah, the Condition 1, I mean, I've only had this for like a week and a half, so I can't say too much about it. Got a really cool Mantis product in that I can't talk about until it launches. So that's going to be cool. And then this box right here is from Vaxon. And spoilers, that is a threaded barrel for one of the guns. So looking forward to that. This is my chess table that I have in the kitchen. And I'm a big fan of also Risk. So I have the Risk board framed. That was my childhood board. Absolutely loved that playing growing up. Any strategy game, so chess, Risk, all, was good. I'm going to take y'all to the garage, and it's a tiny bit messy. I say, when it's a lot messy. But we're going to be making a chessboard tomorrow in the morning. We have that frame there. And so remember that frame. when we walk around here. This is the chessboard that I made last time, and it is not bad for what it is. Just 9mm, some of them upside down and some of them just normal side up. And, you know, put some epoxy in there. So that's my baby right now. I'm gonna set that down like that. That's my baby, and then this is a side project I think I'm gonna start working on where I'm gonna make a full piece of art with some of them up and some of them down, making an art piece. And that's something I haven't really done before is, you know, make an art piece, do something artistic. And I think that looks pretty cool how it is. But, you know, to each their own. Of course, my name is Zach, so Z-A-C-H spells it out there. Making the chessboard tomorrow. I'm not sure what time zone everyone's in, but probably going to be tomorrow morning, like 9 Central is the plan. Using most of this brass to make another tile like that. And we are going to be giving away a chessboard just like that next month on my Instagram. So if you're interested in, you know, potentially owning one of these bad A little chessboards, let me know, and I'll get you the Instagram. You can sign up, and we'll get that going. But yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow is to get that going, and that is the box that we're gonna be putting it in. But yeah, so stay tuned. I'll see y'all guys next time we stream. I was just, you know, making a late night snack. Thought I'd let y'all join. But I'll see y'all guys later. I appreciate all the support. Y'all have a good night. I gotta read this real quick. The YouTube follows the same guidelines as police search. If the container is an obvious usage, it can be listed and discovered as out in the open. I got you. All right, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.